Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the J&J Toy Giants unboxing. I am your host, JD. As I mentioned in a previous video on the Pop, Lock, and Drop It, be sure to check that out, that it is snowing in April. I'm not kidding. Oh, come on, Mother Nature. What's wrong with you? It's April. All right, so we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. I got some really cool stuff that I got about a week and a half ago, a couple weeks. As you know, I am a very, very avid fan of pro wrestling, as well as very 80s style cartoons and toys. So Masters of the Universe and WWE decided they want to join forces, and I'm talking about the Masters of the WWE Universe. And I got both of these figures as well. So I got the Macho Man and the Rey Mysterio. That's part of the second wave of figures. So I'm very, very excited to talk about these. The very first one that I want to talk about is one of my favorite wrestlers, Rey Mysterio, because he lives in San Diego, California, as did I for a moment in time. And it's just an awesome figure. It doesn't really say as far as like what he's trying to depict, what character from the Masters of the Universe they're trying to depict. But so they basically just try to make it as Masters of the Universe type character they can. But as you can see, sorry about the glare, that he's wearing a very Superman type getup with the colors, and he has his Rey Mysterio, type logo that he always, I think he has that trademarked if I'm not mistaken. But on the back you can see what they look like in their battle gears. And so that's Rey Mysterio, that's Macho Man Randy Savage. Let's see here, this is Faker John Cena and Roman Reigns. So as we do in every unboxing, what are we gonna do? We're gonna let 'em breathe. Yeah. I almost just died just right now. That was so funny. So as I was actually trying to unbox the figure, when I hit pause, and I'm taking the box out, and they always have these ties on their arm. So I kind of like pulled it from the backside, and it was attached to his arm. So when I tore it, his arm popped off, and I'm like, no! But much to my realization later, as I was trying to open it up, and I was like literally almost in tears, it actually does come off because, and I'll mention it in a second when I actually go over the figure, it's supposed to come off. So after I realized that, I was kind of like, oh, all right. So if you saw that little bonus little cut there that I did on this video, I literally almost was into tears. As I stated, when I was unboxing the figure, the arm came off, but then I realized it's supposed to come off because all of the WWE Masters of the Universe line, they come with little like accessories like weapons, or in this case it's like a rocket pack for Rey Mysterio because he's like a high flyer, so they want him to fly. And of course they have these little feathers that they're attached to his arms and stuff like that. So in order to get this off, you have to pull the arm off, and I thought I broke it. And I'm like, this is a very rare figure. You can't find them in stores because they're selling like hotcakes. All right, hotcakes. But this is actually really cool. They don't have all of Rey Mysterio's tattoos, as he is very known to have. So kind of like, I'm going to be treating this as if it was like a Rey Mysterio from WCW, which he didn't have tattoos. He didn't get tattoos till after WCW went out of business and he started working for WWE in 2003. But this is a cool figure. Very toyetic, very reminiscent of the WWE, or I'm sorry, the Masters of the Universe. But also too, If you're just a straight up wrestling fan and you don't really follow the Masters of the Universe, these are very reminiscent of the AWA Remco action figures that they did for the AWA back in the day. So you can, they believe they came out in the same year. And a lot of times for collectors, they're saying that, well, the Masters of the Universe came first and the Remcos came later. So they were pretty much taking the type of figure, the way they look. And they were kind of not necessarily stealing, but copying that particular type of figure. So it's pretty cool. He doesn't come with his armbands right out of the box. You actually had to put them on there. So I put those on because he actually does wear armbands now. But it's really, really cool. I like it very, very much. You know me about my ankle, articulation. I don't know why I like it. It's just something that I like it. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool figure. I can't wait to display this. I think if I get maybe one more, I already have the Finn Balor. Be sure to check that video out when I unbox that bad boy. But so I have 3 now. So if I get one more, I think I might have enough to be able to justify getting the ring to display these in, because they come with their own custom WWE Masters of the Universe, or Masters of the WWE Universe is how they call it, ring. They actually have their own ring, and there's a deluxe ring that you can get that actually comes with John Cena and Triple H, which I might get that one just so I can get 2 extra figures. It's a little bit more, but to each his own, I guess. All right, so definitely going to go over the Macho Man. Oh, yeah. Yes, this is the Macho Man Randy Savage, a legend and Hall of Famer. Rest in peace, sir. You've been gone for us for a little bit, but you are never forgotten. But this is a reminiscent of his WrestleMania, that's around the WrestleMania 4 era. You can see the tights that he's wearing were reminiscent of when he won the WWF Championship at WrestleMania 4 at Atlantic City. And the shirt that he's wearing is reminiscent of that time as well, with the orange bandana. Also, too, I forgot to mention that all of these figures come with their own little comic book. And so, this is definitely want to keep these, because I know these are going to be a collector's item down the road, as well as all of their accessories. Me being a collector now, I'm actually starting to figure out that you don't want to throw anything away. Even people save the cards, the backings. I'm not going to save this one because this one's kind of beat up a little bit. I got it at Walmart. They're exclusive to Walmart. So that's the only way you're going to be able to find them, which is why they're so scarce, because as soon as they hit the shelves, because the collectors myself, they want to get them, you can't get them. They're always... I literally went to Walmart for the first wave, all right, the first wave, for a month straight. Nothing. I'm not even talking about the regular basic or elites. Nothing. All they had was the championship belts, toy belts, and the rings. That's it. You couldn't find anything, especially these. These went fast real quick. So let's let them breathe. All right, so I got the Macho Man out of the box. Very, very cool figure. Now his bandana is actually a helmet. I just realized that when I took him out of the box. And this is actually a cool thing. So they give you about 2 different ones, so 3 altogether, where you can change this, and it actually shows like battle scars, if he's been in battle, where you can see some damage. Really, really cool. So that's actually really cool too. Again, this is actually depicting his attire that he was wearing around WrestleMania 4 when he won the championship. And the comic book that came with him shows like a battle between him and Triple H's character of the the Masters of the WWE Universe. I'm just so used to saying Masters of the Universe, because that's pretty much what this is depicting. And so it's pretty cool. This actually, I don't know why. I don't know if it does it with the Rey Mysterio one, but his calves, like around his boots, turn, as well as the ankles are articulated as well. So I don't know if this is actually meant to do like some really serious poses. And I apologize if I'm going back and forth, but this is a really cool figure. I'm just so in awe. That's why I'm not really I'm so speechless because these figures are seriously awesome. So as I'm showing you, it's like I'm experiencing it for the first time because when I buy the figures, I try not to open them up until I do these videos because I want you to see my reaction as well as your reaction at the same time so we can share it together. So, yeah. So this is actually a really cool figure, and I love it. It's really toyetic, and this is an actual term that I learned from other collectors, specifically Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, who do the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. Might also, real quick, just to kind of take up a timeout. So, just wanted to extend all of my, condolences and my prayers go to everyone during this this pandemic. That are people who are losing their jobs, and also too, and it's not just us at the ground level. A lot of people, especially in the world of wrestling, a lot of wrestlers are losing their jobs because of the pandemic that's been going around. About 20 or so wrestlers, even road agents that go along with the talent, referees have been let go as of Wednesday. And so this is not just affecting everyone here at ground level. All of the wrestlers, and they're not running any shows because you can't have groups of people around to if you can't run any shows, you can't make any money. So my condolences, thoughts, and prayers to all the wrestlers, but everyone, not just them, everyone that's been losing their jobs and they've been really in a tight spot. We here at J&J Toy Giants, Jaden and I, and literally no lie, I'm going to be real serious with you for a minute. He literally told his Nana, he goes, Nana, I wish this virus would just go away. Like with all sincerity, he almost got like a little teary-eyed from what she was telling me. And it was really heartfelt. If you hear that from a child, you know there's something going on. There's a real big problem. But let me just get that out of the way. I want to go back to having some fun here because we're not here to be all moon and gloom, all right? I'm here to make you feel good, okay? So, going back to this particular figure, I actually own this particular t-shirt. It's actually right in here. And so I love it that this actual shirt is an actual like battle armor. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave this as is. I don't think I'm going to take it off like I normally would with all the other accessories with all these other wrestlers. But it's really cool. I might have these guys go 1-on-1 in a J&J Toy Giants playtime. We don't know. We're trying to get Jaden to go along with my wrestlers versus his wrestlers, and we're going to bring you the real WrestleMania. But these are actually the masters of the WWE Universe. I finally got it right. And thank you so very much for following this video and being with me here today for this episode of the J&J Toy Giants unboxing. Again, as I mentioned in the previous video for the Pop, Lock, and Drop It, if you are a collector and you would like us to show your collection, not a lot of people want to know and let people know that they do collect stuff. This is the time to show everybody that what you collect is cool. It needs to be out in the forefront. So get a hold of me on either Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. You can DM me. And if you send us a video of your collection, we will put it on a future video of J&J Toy Giants as the special collector of the day or the week, depending on when we do it. We just want to make sure it doesn't matter what you collect. Books, video games, action figures, trading cards, anything that it's like a hobby of yours. If you collect puzzles, anything, let us know and we will put your video up as the special collector of the week. I'm just going to say of the week. So special collector of the week, if you want to get your collection out there and show people what you really have, it doesn't need to be a certain amount of time. I mean, if it's an hour long, you might want to let us know. We might put you as like an actual special J&J Toy Giants special edition video, so we'll put that on a separate one. But if it's like 10, 20 minutes. It's all good. It's all good. I will make it look great. All right? But thank you so very much for joining us for this episode of the J&J Toy Giants unboxing. I am your host, JD. Stay safe, everybody, and keep on cruising. ¿Qué onda, muchacho? Arriba las manos, caballo moreno.